In the early 1950s, the CIA launched a secret program that sounds like a Hollywood movie, except it was terrifyingly real. They gave people LSD without their knowledge. They hypnotized prisoners and tried to erase memories. What was the goal? Total mind control. And here's the chilling part. It actually worked. At least once. It was called Project MKUltra, a covert CIA operation that ran for over 20 years, hidden from the public and even from Congress. The agency feared that enemies like the Soviet Union or China might already be using mind control on prisoners of war. So the CIA's answer was simple: build their own brainwashing machine. They recruited scientists, psychiatrists, and even magicians. They tested drugs, electroshock therapy, isolation, subliminal messaging, anything that might break the human will. And the victims? Many were completely unaware they were being experimented on. One subject was Frank Olson, a U.S. Army biochemist who was secretly dosed with LSD by his CIA colleagues without his consent. Days later, he plunged to his death from a 13th-story hotel window in New York City. Officially, it was ruled a suicide. But decades later, declassified documents revealed that Olson had started questioning the ethics of the experiments and may have been silenced. In another case, prisoners at a facility in Lexington, Kentucky, were offered heroin in exchange for participating in drug trials. These weren't just tests, they were attempts to reprogram behavior. One technique, called psychic driving, played looped audio into a subject's ears for 16 hours a day, while they were drugged and restrained. It was designed to wipe the brain, like formatting a hard drive, and then overwrite it with new commands. So, did it actually work? In at least one verified case, yes. In the 1970s, the CIA admitted to using a technique that involved drugging a foreign diplomat and manipulating his memory. Successfully, they had literally erased part of his identity and made him turn against his own country. This wasn't theory anymore, and if it worked once, how many other times were covered up? The scope of MKUltra was so vast, over 150 sub-projects were launched, many of them destroyed when the program was shut down. We'll likely never know the full extent. Even today, victims of MKUltra are still fighting for recognition and justice. In 1973, then CIA Director Richard Helms ordered all MKUltra documents destroyed. Only a few files survived by accident. And that's the only reason we know this story today. Think about that. A global mind control experiment conducted on American soil, erased from the official record with the flick of a match. But the real question isn't whether MKUltra worked, it's whether it ever truly ended. If they pulled this off in the 1950s, what could be happening now? Think about that the next time you hear something and can't remember why you believe it. Subscribe if you want more disturbing truths, and comment below. What else do you think governments are hiding in plain sight?